The Widow and the Spirit Drum. From the series, Child of the Waterfall, a collection of daily and true life stories of our motherland. When silence replaced the drum. The village of Imaloti had not heard the sound of drums for 3 years. When the last drummer, Boba Sibusiso, passed away, his wife Monondi buried the drum beside him. "It was his heartbeat," she said softly. "And no one else will strike it while I still breathe." Each evening, she sat outside her hut, staring at the empty space where he used to sit, his broad hands carving rhythm into the air, his laughter echoing through the trees. The children missed the dances, the elders missed the ceremonies, and even the birds seemed to have forgotten their songs. But one night, when the moon rose red and round, something strange began to stir within Monondi's chest, a rhythm she could no longer silence. Chapter 1: The Drum That Dreamed. Monondi was known for her strength. She carried firewood on her back, tended the fields, and spoke little. Yet the nights had grown heavy. She dreamed of the drum calling her name, softly at first, then louder, until her heart woke beating in time with it. Dum, dum, dum. She rose from her mat, trembling. The sound was coming from outside, near her husband's grave. When she reached it, the earth glowed faintly, and she saw the outline of the drum, rising slowly from the soil as though it had been waiting for her. "You should not be here," she whispered. "Then why does your heart still call me?" the wind seemed to reply. The Song of Grief. The next day, Monondi sat in the shade of the old baobab, the drum beside her. Villagers gathered in silence, unsure what to say. Old Gogo Thembekile approached her carefully. "Child," she said, "the drum does not belong to death. It belongs to life." Monondi shook her head. "It belongs to the one who played it. I am just the echo." But that night, when she sat by the fire, her hands began to move, tapping her knees softly, unconsciously. Her body remembered what her spirit denied. And when she finally touched the drum again, tears fell freely. Each beat was a memory. One for love. One for laughter. One for loss. And in between, she heard her husband's voice. "Play, Monondi. When you play, I live again." The ancestors dance. The sound of the drum returned to the valley, deep and strong. Children ran barefoot to the village square, women ululated, and the men raised their hands to the sky. They said that night the stars danced. Some even claimed they saw a shadow beside Monondi, a tall man smiling through the smoke, his hands drumming in spirit beside hers. The elders wept with joy. "The ancestors have returned," one whispered. "The rhythm has awakened the bones of the earth." Monondi felt peace for the first time in years. She played until dawn, her tears mixing with sweat and moonlight. The fire within. Weeks passed. The drum became a healing tool for ceremonies, births, and farewells. People came from neighboring villages to feel its rhythm, to dance away grief, and to celebrate life again. Monondi had discovered something sacred. "When we play for the dead," she said, "we heal the living." The drum was no longer her husband's alone. It was the village's heartbeat. And through it, the spirit spoke. The last song. Years later, when Monondi felt her time nearing its end, she called her granddaughter and whispered, "When my hands grow still, place the drum beside the waterfall. Let the water carry its song to the ancestors." On the morning she passed, a gentle thunder rolled across the sky. And that night, the villagers heard the drum echo faintly from the direction of the waterfall. A soft, endless rhythm that blended with the sound of rain. Moral of the story. Grief is not silence, it is music waiting to be played. Through rhythm, memory becomes healing. The heart that beats for others never truly stops. Dedicated to all young widows of our motherland. Your dear ones are within you. Be silent and listen.